Okay, so what I'm going to do, try and do a few more of these troops, finish a few of them off. Well, here we go. Now, these aren't too bad, these are pretty much done, so it's a little bit of highlight, a little bit of clean up that's needed on these few. Yeah, it's not too bad. No, these are coming along really well. These are nice models. So from Warlord, coming along well. For the best part, I'm happy with the painting. Really just a matter of tidying them up. Go through the normal last sort of stage on these ones. Highlighted the trousers on there because they come out really nice, the trousers. So, hopefully you can see that. They come out really nice. The only issue I've got is this red sash. I don't like the red that I've got for it. It probably is about the right colour. I'll be honest. I think it is the right colour. But, it's dark. It sort of blends in with his jacket. It's hard to see. Yeah, have to see where it goes. I might choose a little bit brighter red for it. I want to have a look online in a little while and just see what colour the sashes actually were, how bright or how dark they were for these. And, that will help, I think, ease my mind a little bit. So for their hats, I'm just using a Vallejo German grey. I think it's a little bit better than the black. For some odd reason, my black has decided to come out shiny. It's not matte anymore for some odd reason. Don't know why. But I do like this German grey. It comes out nice. It's a nice paint. That's the colour I'm doing their shoes, their boots, and also this hat as well. So it just goes round nice and easy with these. I'm using quite a small brush here just to keep the detail that I want. I do tend to do everything with a small brush anyway. Try not to, well, I'm not very good at using a big brush. I'd rather sort of take my time, use a small one, so there we go. break these off the bases in a little while once they're painted. Just break them off and then get them put on. So there's 4 figures on a base. I think that's pretty much the way of black powder. They don't have everything individually based, where normally sort of bolt action sort of stuff, where I've done bolt action for ages, and 40k, some 40k figures, they're all on individual bases, but these aren't, which is okay. Just takes a little bit of getting used to. I tried sort of putting these on like a lollipop stick and trying to paint them in a line. Just could not get on with that at all. So in the end, I had the base material. Obviously, it was a strip, and I just cut it in bits. I just couldn't get on with it. So now what I've got to do is just break them off. Just break them off their bases. It shouldn't be too difficult. I'm just going around really, picking up some of this stuff. I've already seen bits that I've missed. There we go. I always end up doing that, missing little bits and having to go back, and rather than doing all the black hats in one go, I tend to miss one and then have to go back and do a few more and pick up where I left off. But it's no big deal. Anyway, you enjoy it. Enjoy the hobby. You're doing the hobby for what it is. So yeah. I just hope we get one or two people watch a stream. Gradually might build up a little bit. We drop in and out as we go on. I'll do an hour or so with these. If you've not watched it yet, the stream I did earlier on, you can watch that, play that back. That was the piggery for the La Haye set. Just putting that together, doing the build. So that's coming along all right. Pleased with that. Obviously a lot of work to do with it, especially as I want to try and put it on a board as well and make it a centerpiece of the board. So there we go, not too shabby. So last night I did done the trousers on the officers, and sort of, because I've been away from the hobby a little while and I've not painted anything, sort of just sort of getting your technique back a little bit, and remembering how to paint really. So I did the officers' trousers last night. I did a little bit of sort of blending, and yeah, they come out really well. So I was really pleased with. It was a little bit of effort to put that in, but they come out really nice. So I was pleased with that. How they come out. I missed off the cuffs in the white. I was doing white last night as well. Missed off all the cuffs, so I've got to go back and do them. So I want to have a play around with. I've got some cavalry somewhere. I don't know where it is. So once I get fed up painting these, I'm going to build some of the cavalry. Get a few models built, so they're ready to go. I had a little practice last week of painting some horses. I haven't got one here. I don't know what I've done with them. Just painting some horses with the airbrush. So they come out. Technique I done was really good. I'm really pleased with it. Because I was worrying the fact that I'd never really painted horses before. And it was like, you know, the skin tones and that type of stuff. And blending the skin and the manes. But yeah, so with the airbrush I thought it come out really well. And there's very, very little blending and that type of stuff. Once I've been in with the airbrush and hit it a couple of times, different colours, come out really well. So I want to build a few horses. I think there's eight cavalry. Maybe 12 cavalry. 12 cavalry, I think. Get them built, and then that way I can have a play with the airbrush. There we go. Wet the whistle. Play with the airbrush, and see how they come out. You can let me know when you see them. This pack done on here. There's another bit that I've missed. You think on a model 2 inches high that you wouldn't miss stuff, wouldn't you? You'd notice that you hadn't painted it. There we go. Maybe that's just me. Pack done. This hat. This one. Exactly the same. Just picking these up. I find it a lot more enjoyable. Just doing an hour or so of an evening on each one's. On the guide, rather than trying to crack them out all in one go and getting disheartened or getting bored. started off sort of looking, oh, I'll do 4 at a time. Once I'd undercoated these, once I base coated them, I wanted to get their faces done, so I went around and done all the faces first. So faces, hands and knees, all the flesh I did, went around, done all that first. Got that how I wanted it. They're not brilliant, I'm not the best fleshy person in the world, but I'm pleased with them. They come out well. Which is alright. Black on them. I've got a little bit of black paint left, so I'll just do their packs before that dries. Okay. I'll do the hat. A little bit of white touching up on this. And then put the yellow facings on. I find some of my paints with the Vallejo ones, some tend to be a lot more watery than others, so this white definitely doesn't want watering down at all, thinning out. And then you find others that seem to be really thick. This white's nice, and that's just the Vallejo white. So anything I'm going to paint yellow, like his cuffs, and his turn backs of his jacket, and just go over with the white first of all. So it's not just a strapping, it gets painted white. so just go around your nose. It doesn't matter what kind of painting level you're at. You know, one extra stage, one more little bit of knowledge, one extra step can make a big difference to your painting, to your models. And sometimes, you know, it doesn't take hardly any effort at all, and all of a sudden your model and your painting level has just gone up. So, you know, I know with mine, I watched loads and loads of different videos, different techniques, and how people paint. You know, I want mine to look absolutely golden brush standard, but I'm just not that good, and I think sometimes you need to come to terms with the fact that your painting level might not quite be there yet, and you need to realise what your painting level is to get better. You know, there's lots of videos out there on painting, and there's some absolutely fantastic painters, and I admire most of them. But every now and again, you pick up a technique, or just something. You know, it might just be going around your model one more time with the same colour, or a highlight with one. You know, just highlight something up a fraction, and it's enough to give you that bit more of an enthusiasm to go, wow, that made a lot of difference. Just that one little highlight, or just that one little bit of detail that I picked out on that guy. It can make all the difference. And yeah, see on this here, just a bit of red off the back of his jacket, which is going to be a real pain in a second. So yeah, right. But I've done the same. No, I've done that one. Just this one. So I think what I'm going to try and do with these live streams is, it looks like I'll be getting home early most days, so I'm going to be trying to do a few more of them. That way if you can catch one, it'd be great. Again, just going around here as close as we can. Probably can't see a lot of that, but there we go. Just picking up these cuffs. Like I say, this sash is my biggest sort of hang up really. I don't like the dark red of it, but I got a horrible feeling that's exactly what colour it was. There we go. Once I've finished painting them, you probably never look at it again, because it's right in front of my nose. Along. Too sad. Right, what's under the cuffs? Let's go back. This guy's got a little bit of detail I've got to pick out. I haven't done his red jacket properly. I need to go back over and just do the highlight of that. I'll show you that. On the jacket here, on his cuffs. So we painted it white, then we went over with the yellow, and now I'm just going to go over with white, and just there's a little ridge on his cuff. I'm just going to go and pick those out. If anything on these models, it's that sort of detail that on a lot of them is really good, and then you get a few that are all sort of ski whiff and not come out very well. There you go. Now just pick them out. Looks good. Looks good. And just sort of going around again, this white on a couple of the little bits that I've probably missed. It's a bit thin on the white. That looks pretty good. I've done something wrong. Something don't quite like that. Right, so for the uniform, the British red jacket, I'm using the Wazdaka red for the base, and the Evil Suns Scarlet for the top. Again, my Vallejo red, flat red, was horrible for some odd reason. Didn't like it at all. So there we go. So I didn't use it. So I've gone with these. So I've gone on with a base coat first, which is a darker red. So I've used that as the base. So that's that colour. You can see that. So there we go. So that's that colour. There we go. It's quite dark. And I've gone over that with a wash, and I've used a flesh shade wash from Games Workshop, just gone over there. So with the red, as you can see, it's a bright red, a lovely colour. Goes in there. Just water that down just a little bit. Not a little bit too much. Let's see. So with the red itself, so we've already got the base colour on. I'm just going to go in. It's a bit watered down, and I'm just going to go in over the top, just leaving the top edges of the uniform into the gaps. Don't want the gap, you want the top edge of it. Just there, around there, leaving the creases in his uniform again. Underneath, just highlight a little bit down under there. Around the side, underneath his arm. Don't go right into the crevices. Just there. And then I'm going to go just leave a little bit there. That. Just it's a little bit of clean up there on that white strap. I've gone over the top of that white strap a little bit, so there's a little bit of clean up there. So I'm just going to pick that up with this red. Don't know what happened there. Yeah, so I'm just trying to pick this up a little bit. There we go. That's not too bad. So now you can see it's that red's drying. Shows up really nicely. So then down the back of his jacket, just again, there's a couple of places you can do like a little bit of a highlight on his jacket there, which comes up nice. Down this side, you can see the bottom of his jacket just underneath the strapping. So if you can, and I can't, no, I've got over the strap. Never mind. Pick that up again in a second. So that's there. So there's arm. There. Too bad. Gone over the white a little bit there, which I'm going to have to pick back up. Oh, that's not too bad. Okay, so I really like that once that starts to dry. It really does blend in with that dark red really well. Yeah. Try and do as much as you can, be as careful as you can. You can always go back round again and pick up a little bit if you mess a bit up. Don't go mad, really. I think sometimes you need to just, as I said earlier, just know your painting level. You know, if 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 that's it, stop there. Don't put any more highlight on. Just go a base coat and a top coat. So you've got a shadow, you've got a separation, which is pretty good. I highlighted this officer's jacket. Trouble with highlighting with red, it starts to go pink a fraction. It looks alright, but then I think so do the others. It doesn't look nothing special, considering I've only put 2 coats on there and I've put 3, 4 on there. So yeah. Jacket looks good. So let's go around, get the rest of these done. It's a wrong camera angle, really. I need to just change that a little bit for the painting. Let's just change that camera. Yeah. So, on. Last one. Done. just get these finished. Okey doke. Right, well, I'm going to let that paint dry. Finish my tea. And, oh, and I will see you all in the next one. So make sure, you know, if you like what I do, make sure you leave a comment. Put some comments down below. If you want me to go over anything that that you've seen me do, and that you'd like to do, ask some questions if you want. It's not a problem. And I'm going to finish some of these up. And I will see you all probably do some more tomorrow. So if you do watch the stream this evening or tonight, keep your eye out, because I will be doing some more all week and the weekend, and probably next week and the week after, until they let us, until we're allowed off the naughty step and we're all allowed back out. So okay, so thanks for watching the channel, thanks for the support, and yeah, I'll see you tomorrow hopefully. Thanks a lot.